So here's how I analyze people. I analyze people in a very different way. That's how I never get wrong about people. It's literally, I never get wrong about people. I can analyze you on the, on the first glance. I can get all the details about you in the first 10 minutes when you talk to me. And this is some top secret thing that I'm about to reveal. I analyze people in 6 different ways. One, behavioral observation. Behavioral observation is something that I use when they start talking to me, and the way they move their hands, the way they move their eyes, and it's some kind of a psychology, some kind of NLP with neuro linguistic positions, and some memory things. So when we start talking, and when I keep asking the thing over and over, I'll check that if he memorizes the thing in order to make sure that he's listening to what I say in a way of question or asking a doubt or such thing. So the second thing is psychological profiling. This is something that is used mainly by psychologists, and this have you can categorize this into two. One is Myers-Briggs, and the other thing is Big Five psychology. The Big Five psychology is, as the word says, it is categorized into five. One is openness, and the other one is extroversion, agreeableness, neuroticism, and conciseness. And in these five, the most complicated thing is conciseness. Is you only know about, conciseness when you really, really interact with things by sharing something. Imagine yourself in a bar and you see a random person and you want to know about him, and you get to somehow start talking to him, and in order to analyze the conciseness, you can share things, share the drink, or ask him what you like to drink, about some cocktail, whiskey, rum, or anything. In a way, he replies, or the items he's selecting. You can analyze the behavior and the thought process he usually use on it. And the other one is neuroticism. It's basically some neuropsychological things that is used to eye movement, micro expression, analyzing the micro expression, all those things. For that, you have to study more of neuropsychology, which I'll teach you in the future. That's okay. And the Myers-Briggs. Myers-Briggs it's categorized into 8, and in that 8, 2 you can understand by normal talking or normal interactions. It's the narrative and sensors. You can understand these things by talking. That the sensors are the the first thought that comes inside his mind, and they always at first thought will be doubted. Most of the times it will be doubted. He'll think about it over and over whether he should tell to you or not to tell you. So you can understand all those things by observing the micro expression. And then comes the cognitive psychology. Cognitive psychology is something that the repetition of doing things, his memory, and he does what he does over and over is the thing that is like the most. Imagine the same situation. You're in a bar. He orders the same drink over and over. He has some addiction or some lightness towards that drink, or if he orders different drinks over and over, he just like to try different things in life. That's some kind of basic knowledge about it. And the other one is social influence. when you talk to that person, you have to convey your social likeness and what you like in common, like the politics, the celebrities, fames, movies, and all those things. And by conveying your idea of social influences, obviously he might also start talking about his likes, about the social influences, the movies he like, the the places he like, the cars he like, the type of women he like, and all those things. So when he starts telling that, you can pick it and analyze how is his thought process and what is the thing he like, and some psychological stuffs. So the next thing that comes about social influence is the emotional intelligence. You have to understand that these all things are going to happen in the 10 minutes of talking. This should happen in the 10 minutes of talking. If you take it more than 10 minutes, it can be 11 or it can be 11 and a half. If it goes more than that, it gets boring. And if he's too intelligent, he will find that you're analyzing him in the first 5 or 6 minutes. If he's too intelligent, it is your ability and your skill to not give that. You're analyzing that person in a in a wrong way or any sort of way that you don't like. So emotional intelligence is something that you have to understand the emotion that is used the most. If he's sad, he's morely depressed. If he's more extrovert or like the potting and all those stuffs, he's more like hiding his feelings, his sad feelings, in order to not express the sad feelings, to not make others sad too. So these are the kind of emotional stuffs that people deal with. This is the most general stuff that people deal with. So this is going to be the last one, and this is the most important one: logical reasoning. Logical reasoning is the most important and the hardest to understand and to execute. Logical reasoning is that you have to ask several questions about. If you want to know about something that you do, you have to ask something that is related to what he does. So when you ask something about what he does, and if he answer in a way that he know, you might not know it. You might be putting up the question from the thin air. You might not know what he does. Let's say he is doing some engineering stuff. You might be an idiot in engineering and maths and all those shits. But you can come up with questions from thin air, like all the algebra and all those things, like x plus y, a square plus b square, blah 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 blah, and all those things. And if he manages to tell you that your question is all wrong, and you have to ask in this way or that way, so he knows something about what he does. And if you want him to spit information, this is a very hard thing. Ask in a way that you don't know something and he is telling or clearing your doubt. And obviously that doubt clearing comes in a way of giving you the information that you want. So I guess these topics are conveyed. These 6 topics are conveyed. This is the 6 things that I use to analyze people. And there are more, obviously. There are more psychological tricks that I use on people. I'll tell you in the future. And I can guarantee you that if you're using these 6 tricks right, you'll get whatever you want. Anything from others you want. So I recommend you to do it in a nice way, and harming people and manipulating for your own good is a very bad thing. I do not promote it. I do not want my followers to use it. So if you're a good follower of me, use it in the most right way. That's what I recommend. And until I see you next time, stay on.